candidate night. We're glad to see all of you. My name is Mary Costello. I'm co-president of League of Women Voters of Athens County. And on behalf of our members, we welcome all of you to this evening's event. We hope your participation tonight will increase engagement within our community and provide you with information for the upcoming election. We invited all the candidates for Nelson City Council and Nelsonville City Council and Nelsonville Auditor to participate this evening. The two candidates for Nelsonville Auditor, term commencing December 1st, 2019, are Garry Dickerson and Taylor Sappington. Thank you for participating. The four candidates who are running for two unexpired term positions on Nelsonville City Council, both positions to end on December 5th, it says 2011, what is it? 2021. Are Dottie Fromal, who has a work obligation, but she hopes to arrive late, so she's not on the panel right now. Andrea Reany, Gregory Smith is not here.
Stuck in traffic.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well we have a chair. And Cory Taylor, not here yet. And then five candidates who are running for three positions on Nelsonville City Council with terms commencing on December 2nd, 2019. Anthony Dunfee, Wanda Johnson, Shadrick Paris, McCray Powell, and Linda Watkins, who is not attending today. She could not come. So thank you all for participating in this event. I'd like to also thank the media for coming here, and that includes the Athens Messenger, WAIS, which is videotaping, and that will be on YouTube and Facebook, and WOUB, which will publicize it on all of its media outlets. And Sunshine on Nelsonville is recording it for their Facebook page. And we'd also like to thank Rocky Boots for making this space available to us for this evening's event. The League is dedicated to expanding public awareness about government issues. As you probably know, the League does not support candidates and it does not support political parties. The League does advocate on issues after studying agreement among members. The League is not for women only. It is also open to membership of men, and membership age begins at 16, so young people are also welcome to join. On the table over here are some membership brochures, and we encourage anybody who might be interested in joining the League to take one. We want members in all of the Athens County communities because we're the Athens County League, and we are working hard to have events in Athens County communities. So we welcome you to consider membership. There are some information cards on the back table as well. This one that's headed vote411.org has a lot of information that is supportive to voters. And the heading, vote411.org, is actually a website that you can go to, type in your address, and click on See My Ballot, and you will be able to see the responses of all the candidates to League-posed questions. So, and that is available now. I checked. It's up today. The Messenger also is going to publish a voter guide, the same information in print, and that will be out, as I understand it, on October 18th. The other thing that we are raising awareness about is the census, which is going to be happening next spring. It is essential that every citizen gets counted, every person gets counted because that affects the revenue that the state shares with the communities. So we are promoting that. We have cards with some information about it. Please take a card as well. Yes, okay. I believe I am ready to turn this over to our moderator, Laura O'Neill.
Welcome to this Candidates Night. I will start by explaining some procedures for this event, which each candidate received ahead of time. The event will include opening statements from candidates and small group discussions at our tables. Here are the instructions for the candidates. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You will each have 2 minutes to make an opening statement introducing yourself only. When your time is up, we'll show you a stop card and you need to wrap up. Is that Debbie? If you continue speaking, I will say thank you and move on to the next candidate. Following all introductions, each candidate will move to an audience table. Then we will allow 8 minutes of discussion with those voters. At the end of that time, our timer will beep and I will ask you to move to the next table. Please move in numeric order. If you start at table 1, move to table 2 next, and so on. When the one candidate who had a work obligation arrives late, we will cycle her into table 1 and ask all of the following table 8 candidates each to step out for one rotation before moving on to table 1. Instructions for the audience. Please turn off your cell phones. Please treat all candidates respectfully and fairly. A league member will be seated at each table. Their job is to help facilitate discussion and keep the conversation moving. If the conversation gets stuck on an individual concern, the league member may ask you and the candidate to continue that discussion at the end of the evening and then give another voter a chance to ask a question. Let's begin with opening statements from the 2 candidates for Nelsonville City Auditor. They have drawn lots to determine who goes first. Taylor Sappington has 1 minute.
1 minute?
I just told them 2 minutes, but it says 1 minute on my paper.
2. It's 2. It's 2. An error.
Okay, I'm not used to this loud microphone. My name's Taylor Sappington, although most folks probably know most of us at the table here in the room. I wanted to quickly go over why I believe I'm the most qualified candidate for city auditor, but I also wanted to thank the candidates, everyone attending, and of course the league for putting on this forum once again up here in Nelsonville. So I just wanted to say I was educated at Nelsonville, York, the school district, George Washington University, Ohio University. I'm a board member of the Clement Briggs Addiction Recovery Houses in Athens and the Plains. A 4-year city council person, member of many committees. Most notable for this race would be Finance Committee. I've also chaired the Finance Committee, as well as serving on Recreation, Parks, Streets, and other committees. I'm 28 years old. Over the last 4 or 5 years, advocating for city policy, I believe I've been the loudest, strongest voice for fiscal responsibility in Nelsonville. I believe, though I've learned a lot over the last 4 years, I have stayed the course as it pertains to responsible spending and responsible revenue changes. And I believe that as auditor, I will bring that experience to the table moving forward. I want to say, just again, being the, 30 seconds, I'm running out of time quick. Being the younger candidate in the race, I made sure when I said I was going to run that I was going to do this the right way, just like other times that I've run, like for city council. So the first thing I did was call Kathy Hecht, city auditor in Athens, Jill Thompson, of course, county auditor for Athens County, schedule meetings and discuss with them what the state of Nelsonville is at the county and regional level, what people are seeing, and what can I do as a candidate and soon-to-be auditor to better that position. Thank you.
My name's Garry Dickerson, and I'm running for city auditor, and I Just a little bit about me is that I've been married to my wife Tammy for approximately 30 years. We have 5 children between us. It'd be nice to have 15, wouldn't it? Wow. And all but 2 years I've been a resident of here in the city of Nelsonville. Other than the 2 years I've been in food line management, which is in the southern states of the United States. I have 40 plus years of working accounting behind me in retail and in manufacturing management. 2 prominent names, Kroger and Goodyear. And I have 6 years as city auditor right now at the city and governmental accounting experience there. I'm running on experience, I'm running on education, honesty, and integrity. And I have an accounting degree, a business degree, a ministerial degree, and I'm an ordained minister as well. I take pride in getting things right with the city. I like to have things done the correct way, and I like as well, in order to get things right, deal with the first things first, and that is our citizens and the accuracy for the citizens to understand, as well as the employees. I'm an employee-oriented person, and I pride myself in being honest, having an open book, being transparent. Some of my accomplishments have been dealing with health care and getting health care benefits down, property and casualty insurance, getting that down, and we're working to start next year with a new accounting system, and it's called Uniformed Accounting Network, that the state of Ohio, the auditor's office of the state of Ohio deals with, and we do that in union with them, and making the city better, letting them know, as I do, as I police the finances of the city, I let them know how things are going. Thank you.
Now let's move on to the 4 candidates, each hoping to win one of the 2 unexpired terms. They have drawn lots to determine who goes first. Andrea, you have 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, I was third, but.
Oh, you're...
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
Hello, I'm Andrea Reany, and I'm running for an unexpired term for City Council. And I'm running for office because I care deeply about my friends and neighbors here in Nelsonville. When I moved here just about 1.5 years ago, after living in Athens County for 11 years, I found a really strong community of people who know how to take care of each other. But I believe that there is a lot more that we can do to work together to make Nelsonville a place where everyone can thrive. There's a lot of exciting things going on in Nelsonville. We have our new water treatment facility coming in. There's the Bailey's Trail system that's being developed that will provide economic opportunity to folks here in town. But we also have a lot of really serious problems that we're facing. Things like the budget, the city budget, nearly being in crisis. Folks living with addiction not receiving and their families not receiving the support that they need. A lack of living wage employment opportunities, and a lack of clean and safe housing for folks. So I believe that because of all of these issues and more, we need new leadership in Nelsonville, and we need leadership that's going to focus on the issues that most directly affect those of us who are in this room and beyond. We all want to live in a town that is safer and healthier and offers a prosperous future for everyone. And I think in order to do that, we need leadership that's willing to listen to people, number one, but also that can be professional, organized, responsible, and accountable, and ready to move forward into the future. So I look forward tonight to hearing your ideas on what you think can help make me and everyone in this room a better leader for the whole city of Nelsonville. So thank you for having me.
Hello. Okay. Good evening. My name is Cory Taylor. Most people in this room I recognize, and most of you probably know who I am. I've served on council previously, 2 terms from 2009 to 2017. So I'm running also for an unexpired term, which is a 2-year term that's remaining. Some of what Andrea stated is pretty much the same is what I would like to do personally. We do have some drug addiction problems in the city. As I ran previously, and I still feel today, that we need to focus on improving our infrastructure. We need to have better quality housing for the folks that live here, and we need to have more job opportunities. So those are things that I still believe we need to work on. I've proven in the past that I've been able to work with the folks that have been on council. During our first term, we completed the water treatment plant, which is something that's been needed for quite some time. Hopefully we can get the wastewater plant, completed here in the next couple of years. So I feel that there's no sense in me complaining about anything going on in the city if I'm not willing to get involved and try to be helpful. So I try to look at things from a very common sense standpoint. I think that it's important that we need to be rational about it. Not get over dramatic is what we've seen on television currently. So I'd like to just be able to have a group of people that we can work together, make the decisions that need to be made, tough as they may be, and make it the best decisions that we can for the 5,000 residents in this community, not a few. So that's enough for me, I think. So thank you very much.
Okay, so now let's move on to the 4 candidates, each hoping to win one of the 2 unexpired terms. Oh, 5, excuse me.
I
On the
have
wrong
a
spot.
statement from Linda Watkins, who is not able to be here tonight.
Right, do you want to do that first then, or
I will
have
do
these?
whatever you prefer.
Okay, Linda Watkins, the 5th candidate for the 3 full terms, provided us with a statement to read on her behalf. Helen King will read her statement.
Thank you. She writes, "My name is Linda Watkins, and I am running for the 4-year seat on the Nelsonville City Council. I was born in Nelsonville and had lived here for the majority of my life. I served on City Council from 2013 to 2017. Before that, I was a member of the Nelsonville City Planning Commission for 8 years. I didn't run for council again in 2017 because of personal reasons, and I feel that it was time to finish the job that I started. I am hoping that by listening to the opinions of other council members as well as of the public I would serve, I can bring the city council together to get things accomplished for the good of the city. We are on our way to cleaning up the city, but there is more to be done. Our streets and other areas of our infrastructure need a lot of work. I would like to be able to find ways to get this work accomplished. The city needs ways of bringing in more revenue. I hope that I can be of some help with this also. Nelsonville is a great place to live, and I hope that I can help to make it better. Thank you."
Hello, my name is McCray Powell. I'm running for a 4-year seat in Nelsonville City Council. I graduated from New York in 2013, just a few years after Taylor, and I'm obviously the youngest person up here today. I am a working class person. I rent the home that I live in, and I hope to bring the perspective of a working class renter to Nelsonville City Council. I want to recognize that we have a candidate, Dottie, who was not able to be here tonight because it's 5:30 on a Tuesday. I'm sure there's a number of Nelsonville citizens who are unable to be here tonight too because it's 5:30 on a Tuesday. I think there is some major issues with the current council we have right now that is not representative of people like me who work and who are young, and I think we definitely need new and better leadership in Nelsonville.
Hello, everyone. My name's Dr. Shadrick Paris. I'm 42 years old. I've lived in Nelsonville for about 10 years, ever since I got a job teaching at Ohio University, so I've been teaching there for 10 years. I'm currently an associate professor of instruction, teaching general chemistry, upwards of 300, 500 students a semester. In my time at Ohio University, I've gained a skill set dealing with administration, dealing with projects and committees, dealing with large numbers of people with all sorts of different ideas, with a constantly full inbox. Having lived here for 10 years and raising multiple children here within town and having a wife who's worked for 17 years for Nelsonville, York, I've experienced a lot of the town, and I finally decided that I'd like to step up and contribute and bring my skill set to the town in some way. A little bit more background of myself. I'm actually originally from southwestern Ohio, somewhere similar to Nelsonville by the name of Blanchester, if you know where Blanchester, Ohio is. I met my wife in 98 in my senior year at Ohio University, so I've been really a member of Athens County for a very, very, very long time. I really hope to be able to bring my skill set from all of my experience in my position at Ohio University and throughout. I have both a bachelor's and a PhD. One of the things that I'd like to foster, in addition to trying to solve a lot of the issues that are within Nelsonville, is foster greater communication between the community and the local government. I feel like there's a breakdown and a disconnect between the two. I feel like a lot of people I've spoken to don't entirely trust the local government, and with a lack of transparency, with the inability for working folks or folks who may be disabled to participate in their local government through the regular council meetings, I think we need to take a big step forward in the 21st century to kind of bring local government to the people through leveraging digital media and whatnot. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Wanda Johnson, and I'm your neighbor. I believe in community service. I moved to Nelsonville in 1994, opened up a small business which still is open and running today. I thank the League of Women Voters for hosting this tonight. I don't have a lot of stumping. There are a lot of issues facing Nelsonville, as there are within the whole Appalachian community with the opiate crisis. Some outside of the scope of what city government can actually accomplish. I'm hoping that the new city government, if things come down, and we've got to urge people to come down the pipeline, that things are in place to help us with those. But that's outside of city government. Won't be able to handle all that on their own. Really, the reason I'm running is I believe in true public service, giving back to the community.
Hello, my name is Tony Dunfee. I'm a father of 4 children. I've been in Nelsonville for about 12 years. I worked at Taylor Motors from 1997 to 2012. I went to work for my wife's family business. I work at Blackburn on Furnishings. I am the appliance repair person there. I'm been a Little League baseball coach for several years, and up till last year I coached the junior high baseball team here in town. I do a lot of things. We are heavily vested in this town. I own some rental properties. I want Nelsonville to succeed at all costs. I believe this is a great town. I'm from a small town on the Ohio River, or the Muskingum River, called Low Ohio, which is about 10 miles outside of Marietta. Nelsonville is a great little town. In the last 10 years, I've seen a pretty dramatic decline in a lot of things. It's heartbreaking to see. I believe we have a lot of issues with crime. I see it. I'm in this town usually anywhere from 6 to 7 hours a day during daylight hours on the streets and around town. We have some infrastructure issues. We need to fix a lot of water lines. We have sewer issues, which have been addressed. But all in all, I'm here for Nelsonville, and I believe right is right, wrong is wrong, and there really is no gray area. That's how I live my life. Thanks.